I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. 20 years ago this week, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was published for the very first time. I read post after post of people sharing their love for Harry Potter and wanted to do the same, but a simple Instagram or Facebook post wasn't big enough, wasn't meaningful enough. So I decided to make this video. But how do I even begin to put into words how much Harry Potter means to me? It's honestly impossible, but I'm going to try. When I was growing up, I loved to read. I was that kid who was always reading under her desk during math class when she was supposed to be studying. I was also that kid who never really felt like she belonged anywhere. I lived in Pennsylvania, but I didn't fit in. I was weird. I dressed in bright colors, was super creative, and basically wanted my life to be a live-action Disney movie. I dreamed of living my own story, leaving my small town, and going on an adventure. That's why Belle was my favorite Disney princess. I didn't want my life to be ordinary. Books were my escape, a world inside my head where I finally felt free. I was always looking for a new book to read, a new world that I could imagine myself being a part of that story. And then I found Harry Potter. And this world would become a part of my story and change my life forever. I was in 3rd grade. My teacher was reading Sorcerer's Stone to our class, and I was really getting into it. But then, when I found out that Harry goes to Hogwarts on September 1st, that changed everything. September 1st is my birthday, so there was no doubt in my mind from that moment on that I was a witch. That day, I came home from school and begged my mom to buy me the book. She gave in, we drove to the bookstore, and that night I stayed up all night until I finished the entire thing. I couldn't stop reading. This was the world that I was looking for. This world was going to be mine. I read book after book, devouring each page and constantly rereading as I waited for the next book to come out at my favorite Harry Potter midnight release parties at bookstores. My backpack was overflowing because my school books were always accompanied by at least one Harry Potter book. None of my friends at school understood my love for Harry Potter, but I didn't care. It was my little secret, my little world I could escape to. I would pretend to play Quidditch, had an imaginary hippogriff, and would constantly daydream about this wizarding world inside my head. But it wasn't until I could physically see this world that things would change again. It was happening. They were making the Harry Potter books into movies. I still remember when I first saw a picture of Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson as Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I couldn't believe it. These were the characters in my head, and now they are real, and I can see them in a movie. I was so excited. The moment I first saw the WB logo with John Williams music playing in the background, I felt and saw the world in my head come to life. A part of me knew I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to bring ideas to life, stories to life. I wanted to be an actor. I wanted to make magic happen. And I did. Cut to many Harry Potter midnight movie premieres, merchandise, and Hermione Granger impressions later. It was 2011, and I was living in New York City, feeling pretty lost and depressed. The Broadway show I was in, Billy Elliot the Musical, I had to leave after being an actor in it for 2.5 years because of a back injury, and I wasn't sure what I wanted to do next with my life. But, as always, in dark times, Harry Potter was the lumos that pulled me through, and I found myself walking down the street, listening to Book of Mormon, my favorite musical at the time, and rereading the series because the last movie, Deathly Hallows Part 2, was about to come out. I sang to myself, "This book will change your life," and thought about how much Harry Potter changed my life. I had just started watching YouTube videos and thought, someone should make this into a video. Wait, I should make it. I wrote the parody, bought a blanket to use as a green screen, shot the entire thing with different Harry Potter costumes I pretty much already had from past Halloweens, and taught myself how to edit the video all in about 3 days. After it was all finished, I sat there in disbelief. I made one of my ideas come to life. I made magic happen. I crave that feeling every day, the feeling and pride of creation. I released the video, not expecting anything from it, but then, right in front of my eyes, the views and comments kept coming. The video was going viral. I couldn't believe it. Not just the fact that so many people were watching this video, but that there were so many Harry Potter fans out there that loved this series as much as I did. These people understood all of my jokes and references. They had as much passion and emotion about Harry Potter as me. And for the first time in my life, I didn't feel weird or misunderstood about Harry Potter. I felt accepted and loved. Because of the internet, I found my Hogwarts, and I was finally home. And it didn't stop there. 2 people stumbled upon this little video of mine and would change my life yet again. The first was none other than Lin-Manuel Miranda. He somehow found the video, then followed and messaged me on Twitter, telling me he was a huge Harry Potter fan, and this was one of the most brilliant things he had ever seen. I loved In the Heights, and because Billy Elliot's theater was right next door, I would see him coming in and out of the Richard Rodgers a lot and dreamed of talking to him. Now one of my musical theater heroes was talking to me because of Harry Potter. We remain internet friends to this day, and I finally got to meet him in person last year after seeing Hamilton, which was the most incredible piece of theater I've ever seen. Lynn is the J.K. Rowling of Broadway, the nonstop Slytherin that will forever be my inspiration to push my creative brain to its limit. And for that, I can never thank him enough. The second person who contacted me was Miss Pat Brady, a proud Hufflepuff who also happened to be Team Star Kid's manager. Guys, I loved Star Kid just like I loved In the Heights. Star Kid took my 2 favorite things, Harry Potter and musical theater, and put it together and made it brilliant and ridiculous and hilarious and perfect. Again, these were people who inspired me to create, and here was their manager telling me I created a great thing and to get my butt out to Los Angeles. So I did. And not only did Pat introduce me to CESD, the agency that would shape the next stage of my acting career, but she introduced me to the love of my life, my boyfriend, Joe Moses. All because of Harry Potter. Pat, you are my Hufflepuff mom, and I love you with all of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you for finding this girl on the internet and making all of her dreams come true. Now it's 2017, and Harry Potter is still and will forever be a huge part of my life. Most people know me and associate me through Harry Potter. I am known as that Harry Potter girl, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I make videos about Harry Potter, have worked with and met people that were involved with Harry Potter, go to a theme park based on Harry Potter, started a charity in Harry Potter's name, went to conventions celebrating Harry Potter, and on a Harry Potter trip to London with my Ravenclaw sister Brizzy, live in an apartment filled with Harry Potter things, have 7 Harry Potter tattoos, every single meaningful best friend and person in my life, including my boyfriend I met through Harry Potter, and most of all, I live my life with the values that Harry Potter instilled in me, influencing my mind, my soul, and my heart. It shaped me into the person that I am today. Without Harry Potter, I wouldn't be me. Harry Potter was always there for me. It was my childhood, and it turned into my life. This fandom, this community means everything to me, and I truly believe that Harry Potter fans will be the ones to change the world. Thank you, Joe, for creating this series and bringing magic into my life and the lives of many others. I am a proud Potterhead. I am a proud Ravenclaw who believes in the power of love and will continue to spread love and Lumos always. If you truly love and have a passion for something, a fandom, a book, a movie, anything, don't be ashamed or hide that part of yourself. Embrace it. Be proud of it. Love it. Because it could change your life. So here's to Harry Potter. The memories, the experiences, the friends, the family, the book that changed my life. Mischief managed.